Shalom. We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge started out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes according to the Bible. We aren't affiliated with any other Christianized organization, no Muslim mosque, or any of these other fake so-called camps, fake Israelites. We are 1 West, so we the home of the truth.
Right.
You wouldn't understand and you wouldn't know who you were if it wasn't for the I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K is the founders, not the founders of the Bible, but the founders of this whole wave people got going on as far as starting their own camps and doing their own thing. We would not have known it if it wasn't for the original school. And what makes us different from everybody else is the fact that we're going to tell you what the Bible says, regardless how we feel about it, regardless how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to allow sin. We're not going to allow you to do what you want. We're not going to do what we want because we have a certain order. We have a constitution, and that comes out of this Bible right here. But what your other camps will do, they'll say certain things like you only can have one wife to accommodate a woman's needs. So where they can have more women in here. They'll say you can have dreadlocks to accommodate that brother hair that he had for 11 years. They'll say interracial marriage is okay because they're really in love with Becky and they hate their own sister. They'll say it's okay to smoke weed when scriptures say you don't, and weed and drugs kill you. That's what makes it different. Because the I.S.U.P.K, you can't do nothing of what I just named. None of them 613 laws you could break. You have to follow. But these fake Israelite camps, they'll always find ways to accommodate and to appease somebody's feelings or their personal preferences, just like the Christian church. The Christian church got all these different denominations, all these different teaching styles, when they're all liars. They're all liars. And the reason why there's so many different break-offs and branch and break-off is because you have weak men that make these other camps, and they don't want to follow suit when it comes to authority. They want to just be the macho man. You can't lead if you ain't never followed.
Right.
How is a strong leader just going to wake up today and say, I'm going to lead or I'm going to run a business, but don't even know how to sell damn lemonade? That is not going to work. And that's the issue. A lot of brothers and a lot of sisters that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these Eves, you know, naive meaning near Eve, you know, foolish women follow these other camps and think it's okay because it sounds good. That's why the Christian church is flooded right now. That's exactly why the Christian church is flooded, because they want to follow and they want to go to where they want to go to.
Right.
Damn where you want to go to. You know what I mean? Because if everybody telling the truth, where can you go? You have to goddamn get in one of these schools instead of making all these other camps to appease somebody's feelings. Emotions get you killed, man. Today is the law class. This is the law. Things you supposed to do and things absolutely do not. Because you know what? The wages of sin is death.
Right.
The wages of sin is death. Get that Leviticus 20 and 10 out when you could, Baba Shot.
Go.
Yeah, because these Christians say the law done away with. But Christ clearly said in the New Testament at the first book, no, it ain't. It ain't done away with. They bypassed the Levitical law. The Levitical law is put here to help us survive, right, guys?
Right.
Eat healthy, have a healthy life. Why the hell would that don't even make sense in society? If we know if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, something like that. Whatever, however you say it. It's the same thing in society. If you see something working, either you're going to improve it or you're not going to stray away from it. So why in the hell would the Lord and why would Christ say that the Levitical law don't even matter?
Right.
When it helps. It says don't smoke so you don't get cancer. Don't eat pork so you don't get high blood pressure. Don't lay up with whores and telling you what you can and you can't eat. So you don't get gout in your toes. Why would Christ throw that away and then say, it's all right, do whatever you want, and allow you to die in pain and agony because of high blood pressure or AIDS?
Right.
Or anything of the sort? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't. Go ahead.
Leviticus 20 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the man that committeth adultery.
All right. Now we're going to get into this whole, and this ain't even about a multiple wives, but I'm going to show what adultery is. Because you got fake Christians, well, you got real Christians. I ain't gonna call them fake Christians. They real Christians and these fake camps and all these people who think they know something about the Bible saying fornication and adultery the same thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. They think it's the same thing on behalf of what you can't do. No, go ahead, Doc. Because we're going to get to the bottom of what adultery is. And we're going to look at it from all angles what adultery is. Go ahead.
And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife.
With a what?
With another man's wife.
A man that committed adultery with another man's wife. That's what adultery is. Another man's wife. Get that Zondervan Bible Dictionary if you could, Bible Kashab, and look up marriage if you could, Bible Kashab. That's the difference. Adultery, and that's just the portion of, hey, I think we got one right here. Well, no, you good. You good. But yeah, that's the difference. Adultery is when another man put his rod inside of another man's wife. Because according to the Bible, sex is marriage.
Right.
You got that? I mean, no, you take your time, man. Sex is marriage. So if you're over here wooing this woman and you went up inside her and you knew it, that is a sin up on your hand. Not only you committed the sin and you knew it, that woman committed the same sin. And now what? You're over her. She is your property. He is your property, sis. He is your Lord. That man that you slept around with and commit adultery, that man has nothing to do with nothing no more.
Right.
He is free now because he don't have to deal with a whore. And you know what that man did that put his rod in? Guess what? Now you got to deal with a whore.
Right.
You think she going to be faithful to you and she wasn't faithful to the man that she loved the most? That she was with the longest? You ain't no different. You just a sick bastard that just wants your rod to be dealt with. That's it. Let me know when you got it.
Okay. This is a definition of marriage out of the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and a woman consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse.
So it's an intimate personal union. If adults know what intimacy isn't always just sex. Intimacy could be good conversation, massages, XYZ. In personal, what was it? Consummated by sex? A personal union consummated by
sexual intercourse.
Sexual intercourse. That means when a man splits a woman, when he goes inside that woman, that's sex. That means that sex is marriage. So when a man sleep with another man's wife, that is adultery.
Right.
When you think you're doing something, when your homeboy, when you checking out your homeboy real walking through the house, you are on the straight line of committing adultery.
Right.
When you wait for that man to get locked up to go try to get at his woman and vice versa, you are committing adultery. That's what you're doing. If you're sleeping with your daughter's son, I mean your daughter's goddamn boyfriend, or your daddy's wife, or whatever, that is adultery. And it's disgusting. Got some more?
Okay. And perfected in a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment.
And perfected a lifelong partnership. So if sex is in marriage and that makes us married, that's a lifelong partnership. And that's the definition, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary definition of marriage.
Right.
You go back to the precept in Leviticus.
Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife,
If a man commit adultery with another man's wife, keep going.
even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
The adulterer, meaning the man, and adulteress, adulteress,
Right.
surely be put to death. Cosimo, how people used to get killed back then?
Niggas get stoned,
Stone,
head cut off,
head cut off,
sunken with a rock in the middle of the ocean.
sunken in. All of it sounds glorious and beautiful for a sinner. For a man that want to sit here and take another woman from a man and think he's doing something. First off, you're a homosexual. Right. If you can put your rod inside of another woman that's occupied, that man has all that bacteria, all that DNA inside that woman. And if you're getting aroused, thinking you're doing something because you're laying with a woman, first off, you're a sick bastard because you like germs. That's disgusting.
Right.
Second off, you're a homosexual because you're getting aroused on behalf of what you did to another man. You took that woman from that man and you're happy about it. That's where you're getting aroused from. Because as a man, Cosmo, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of times in the world you was like, nah, I ain't even feeling you.
Right.
Whether she had a man or not, I'm not even feeling you. So how can you allow your rod to stand up like that and lay down with a woman? You are a weak homosexual man and you're an adulterer. And that woman that did that, she's an adulteress and she's a whore. Simple as that. That's what adultery is. That's exactly what adultery is. Any more on that?
Okay.
Yeah, I got a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
It is also a social institution regulated by the word of God and the laws and customs which society develops to safeguard its own continuity and welfare.
See, that's by the word of God.
Right.
Anything else on that precept?
No, sir.
All right, so go ahead and get that Galatians 5:19, because this is the law class, and if the laws is not done away with, it's not, and I'm gonna pull that briefly too. So when men sit here thinking they doing something because they taking a woman, or instead of telling that woman take your nasty behind back to your husband and work it out, what they want to do is show a little money, take advantage of her when she at her lowest point. You're sick, man, and you're a predator. That is like, well, what women say? Predator vibes, rapey vibes.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Women say rapey vibes, predator vibes. That's what it is. That's what it is. Preying on a woman because she at her weakest moment, and knowing she got an old man, they having issues, and you still, and what you do? You don't say all the right thing. You say all the wrong thing to get you up in the right thing. Sweet talker, butter in her buns, sugar in her down. I mean, sugar. What is it? Sugar. What is it? Sugar coating. Yeah, sugar coating, because you want some pink stuff.
Right.
Go, man. It's a bunch of beautiful Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women out here. It's more them and more than us. Go get you 10. Go get you 30. Get you a half of one. Get a paraplegic if you goddamn it need to. Don't matter. She ain't got a leg. Go get you when they out here. Hell. Go ahead. Galatians 5:19.
Galatians 5:19.
Mm-hmm.
Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery.
The works of the flesh. Of the flesh. Don't lean on your flesh. Your flesh is not of the Lord. Your flesh it'll give you sinful desires. Like you're going to want to sell drugs. Right. You're going to want to lay up with European women. You're going to want to just be a sinner. That's as simple as I could say. The work done of the flesh. Go ahead, Al.
Which are these:
Mm-hmm.
adultery, fornication, uncleanness, and lasciviousness.
Mm-hmm.
Next verse.
If you could, Bible show, let me see what's in there.
Verse 20: idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variances, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, and heresies.
See, all of this stuff the Lord is clearly telling you. That's a law. That's sin. The Lord is against that.
Right.
Everything we just named, the Lord is against it. For all you that say, oh, what witchcraft? Yeah. All y'all mixing up them drugs and stuff. Yeah, you witches. You witches. Well, what else? Let's start from the top again.
Idolatry,
Mm-hmm.
witchcraft,
Mm-hmm.
hatred,
That's simple. Go ahead.
variance,
Mm-hmm.
emulation,
Mm-hmm.
wrath, strife,
Mm-hmm.
sedition, and heresies.
The Lord hate all of that. And that witches one is very heavy, because you saying you pill makers making this fentanyl. You brothers in there cooking hard and soft crack that America knows about, and they're cooking dope, heroin and meth and Molly, all that stuff that being cooked in the hood. Y'all are witches. You are witches. All these sisters think they out here making potions and doing this. Y'all is witches.
Right.
That's what y'all are. Exactly. And that's how the Lord think about you. That's what the Lord look at you like. Crap. Because you want to be a witch and get rich quick scheme. Right. Look at Larry Hoover. Where that got him. Look at Rick Ross. All them wicked bastards. They witches, and look where it got them. Right. They do all that time, and they did all that time because the Lord said, I got something for you, dumb nigga. You think you doing something. Look at Griselda Blanca. The cocaine, the queen of cocaine. Yeah, Big Meech. Look at all them. Look at Pablo Escobar. What's the other one name? El Chapo. Look at El Chapo. All of these people are in our nation, and they the ones getting jammed up.
Right.
All of them. That's what's happening. All of them all of them witches helping them get made, helping them do this, helping them do that. Go to Leviticus 15 and 19. And that's the thing, man. That's what adultery is. Adultery is when a man sleep with another man's wife. Now, when it comes to fornication is you think you when you get that, hold it and get that precept to where it say bestiality, and you know what I'm saying?
So it's like, what was the first? You said
Leviticus 15 and 19.
All right, and then hold that one.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing. Everybody want to make their own definitions of what's going on. Fornication is when, adultery is when you do this and do that. Okay, so what about fornication? See, they'll say, adultery is when you're out here doing this and doing that and this and that. You could hear it in the context, cuz. Adultery. Adult. That's the root word, adult. So adult what? Now you look at fornication, you can look at everything else in there. If it's adultery, obviously you got to be two adults doing something. Two adults doing something. Let me know when you got out. And for example, I do have a little short, brief story too, because I was at Amazon. I've been at Amazon 3 times. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay it out there. You know what I'm saying? I got fired 3 times because, you know how it is. It's hell in this, it's hell out here for us. But the second time I'm at Amazon, I'm working 3rd shift. And I remember this European girl was actually dating another European guy at work, literally. But it was a Judite brother. And this was before the truth. It's just me observing things. I already knew it wasn't right. But a Judite brother was working a different shift, but he had a rollover shift. And I don't know why, and I don't know how the European boy allowed him and his girl at work to get close to this Judite brother. And meanwhile, the Judite brother got close to both of them, so you could tell the European boy got comfortable. He was like, okay, this is just, I ain't gonna drop the name, I'm Tank Top Tony. It's just Tank Top Tony. But throughout time, just me even observing, like, this everybody in here friendly, whatever. Come to find out through the line, the white dude quit because he found out that the European girl slept with the black dude. Now they was all good friends, slept with him, and come to find out, everybody thinking the baby's the black guy, and the baby wasn't neither one of them. Neither one of them. That was adultery. And thanks to the Lord, he made it out of it. And I know that's basic, but I'm just scratching the surface. You got it?
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. So, this is a fornication, right?
You said bestiality?
Yeah. Let me hear it real quick.
Whosoever lies with a beast.
That's all that's in there?
That's how you put it in.
Oh, no, that ain't the one.
You talking about like?
Yeah, because it put the list. It'll give you a list of them. So what that brother did was commit adultery, and that European woman did too. And you know why it makes it disgusting? Yeah, sisters out here living lawless too. But what makes it nasty is the fact that that European woman did that amongst her man and kept it covered, and knew what was going on. And the Judite brother went along with it. You better pray that the European boy didn't do what all these shootings that just happened. These 4 mass shootings that just happened in the last 2 weeks. If that European boy was in the right mind, he probably would have burned all those black dudes that was in there. Every last one of them was been sprawled out somewhere. Oh, you can hold that real quick. I'll just get that Leviticus 15:19, and then I'll break this shit. I may break it down to him. You got it.
Leviticus 15 and 19.
Now, this is the topic to where Christians say cleanliness is godliness. I was talking to my rib, and we talk about this heavy because we cannot wrap our mind around this disgusting behind thought these folks out here really got. Because
Right.
it's so disgusting, and you be surprised how pronounced it really is. Like how women, you know what I'm saying, there's women out here that really get abused and or got raped or molested. Is a lot of a lot of brothers out here, but for the most part, a lot of sisters. But there's one thing that I'm about to tell you about. I never knew it ran rampant like that, and that's just me looking at old relationships and looking like ew, and not being into the truth. And I'm looking like ew, and me and my real could never wrap our head around it, and we look down on shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and read it.
Okay. Leviticus 15 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood.
If a woman has an issue and her flesh be blood, this is when it's talking about a woman on her cycle, her menstrual or her monthly. It's different terminology. Auntie moved in, Bloody Mary, all type of stuff. If the issue is in her flesh and it be blood, she's on her cycle. Go ahead.
She shall be put apart 7 days.
She shall be put apart 7 days, meaning sis will be unclean for 7 days. Sis is separated from what's going on for 7 days.
Right.
Go ahead.
And whosoever touches her
Mm-hmm.
shall be unclean until the even.
If you sleep with her when she's on her cycle, you are disgusting. You are unclean. That is the time a woman sheds her eggs. She's shedding death out of her vagina to build those eggs back up.
Right.
And the disgusting thing about it, women out here, they open to laying up with a man, and the man open to laying up with them knowing they fresh 2-3 days in when it's heavy.
Right.
And they didn't want to do it. Then they turn around and say, oh, well, we could do it when we get in the shower. That's disgusting. A woman shed herself 7 days, you can give her 9 or 10 days. On top of that, for all y'all disgusting people that have this sexual deviance to where you can't wait 7, 8, 9 days, which is a good thing because it makes you more willing and wanting and desiring your spouse. How about this? Since you're nasty like that, how about you let somebody slit their wrist and put it in your food and you eat it? How would you like that? See, they'll say that's disgusting, but it's the same thing. A woman's actually shedding herself, but you'll have an issue with somebody slit their wrist and reach over your food. Don't be a contradiction. Don't be a contradiction. If a homosexual out here has AIDS and HIV, and there's a lot of men say, I will not fight a homosexual. I'm scared, man, they might have AIDS and HIV and they scratch me. If that's how you feel about them, do not sleep with that woman on her monthly, because you're still dealing with blood.
Right.
But again, brothers got a little sexual deviance. They can't go to the bathroom and handle themselves. Or just do whatever. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta sleep with that woman when she going through her motions. Go ahead.
Right. You want me to read the next verse?
Come on, let me see what's all in there.
Verse 20. And everything that she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean.
Mm-hmm.
Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean.
All right, that's it. So now when it comes to that, again, how in the world can, and this is before the truth, men, at least us back in the generations, we know when that woman get on her cycle and we act like, damn, babe, hey, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? Come here, and they hit you with that, oh, it just came on. What a nigga do? Heart drop. Damn. Nigga be mad 7 days. Don't want nobody talking. Don't pick up the phone the whole week for the homies or nothing. Cause it's like I can't get no tail.
Right.
I can't love on my woman. I can't deal with my woman. I can't handle my woman right now.
Right.
Niggas and Spanish brothers get mad. Get mad. And the woman sitting here like, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? And we know we can't do nothing. But the time that thing go off, we knocking on the door. Knocking down the wall. Knocking down the goddamn house. But you can't wait because you want to just do it so bad and you don't understand. Like, that woman's shedding herself. Shedding herself.
Right.
Shedding herself. And then they make this whole thing Plan B and depot shots and pills and what's the other one? The little rod they put in the arm. They make all of this for women not to have menstruation so they don't get pregnant. So they can go out here and screw off, and a bunch of guys can screw up and lay up on them as much as they want, altering their body for the, and not using it for the correct use. And now look, brothers be out here really lusting after blood. Man, that's what Europeans do, man.
Right.
Don't nobody eat no damn raw meat with blood in it. You don't like your steak with blood in it. Why you trying to deal with the box with the blood in it?
Right.
You sick, man. Same thing with sis. You got to show some type of morality for yourself. That man want to get on this and that. You need to correct your husband. Correct whoever you laying on and let them know, hell no. If you can't wait, then hey, I don't know what to tell you. But you gonna have to. You gonna have to. But again, y'all rather say, let's go ahead and get in the shower like it make a damn difference. The shower ain't doing nothing. A shower just covering the smell.
Right.
That's all they're doing. Your rod's still going inside blood and discharge. And it's the nasty. Let that woman flower bloom a little bit. Let it blossom.
Right.
And then you could deal with it. And it feels a lot better when you have to wait.
Right.
It does. It does.
It's like, if I may.
Good.
Now, you're right about that, saying, talking about getting in the shower or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't understand that this is more than just physical. It's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
You got to clean yourself, mentally, physically. And then it's like, that's why people don't understand the spirit of the law, which is what Christ brought is the spirit of the law.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand the spiritual things about, doing those things in order like that.
Right. Yeah, that brother caused more hand, man. That brother be hitting on the head. Pause. Yeah, man. So I mean, that this is one precept that I really wanted to bring out. One precept, because there was countless time to where I came in contact and I'm like, really? And then I got in the truth. It got worse. Like, oh, I don't know. I can't be with no man that's gonna let a book tell him what to do, or he got to get counsel. You know what I'm saying? Or he need to talk to somebody to come deal with me. No, I ain't got to talk to nobody to come deal with you. I'm gonna go talk to somebody how to deal with you when you start talking about I need to lay up with you and you going through that motion.
Right.
That's what I need to do. Cause I get pissed off when my lady got to go through it, but I ain't the one who. Let me just get a little bit. How about this? This what you do. Since you want to get in her box so bad and it's bleeding, how about you just eat the MF? Just eat it. Since you that much of a horn dog and you can't control yourself, put your face down there. That's what you do. Since you so hungry and you so lustful, eat it up. Eat it till it's gone. Make no damn sense, man. The way brothers be going out here sneaking around having all these women, can't be a man straight up with these women. When that woman go on her cycle, go to your side. We ain't got side women here, but go on that woman you call a side. Let that woman rest and get her body right. She going through pain and agony, and you just can't control your ride, man. Go to the bathroom. Ask her for an alternative route. And we grown. Come on, man. Come on. Respect your ride. Respect your boxes. That's all. Go to Tobit 4 and 12. And then hold that, and then I think it's John. Because America is filthy, and America builds scumbags, whores, prostitutes, bastards, pedophiles, rapists, sexual deviants. Like they build all of that. America in the world is ran over money and sex. And greed falls right in there.
Right.
Money and sex. I wouldn't be surprised they have adult film or pornographic films with women having sex on their administration. I would not be surprised the way America do. Hell, you got homosexuals having sex. Come on, you got orgies. The 40 people on the beach doing something to one European. I wouldn't be surprised. That's small. That's small stuff. I'm probably talking about.
Right.
What I just said probably small as hell. They doing that 10-time fold with a horse. You got it.
So, you said Tobit 4 and 2.
Tobit 4 and 12, Salah.
That's not. Tobit 4 and 12. Beware of our whoredom.
Beware of all whoredom. Whoredom. Beware of being America's whore. Beware of being a whore on your husband. Beware of being a goddamn whore yourself, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. Go ahead.
My son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
Take the wife of what?
The seed of thy fathers.
Of the European man.
Of thy fathers.
Of the Asian man.
Thy fathers.
So that's no what? Isaac, Jacob, and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
That's our forefathers.
That's right.
And then they're the progenitor of Israel. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. All the way through. Take the seed of our fathers. Our fathers, our whatever you want to call it, our fathers put a seed down here and put us a certain people down here for us to indulge in with those people. Take those people.
Right.
You got Esau and Cain and all them over there doing their thing. You got Lot and all them. Them is they people. They people. Take a seed of our own people, man. And ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Because you could get one Gadite and she might know how to make herbal tea and cook up behind them. You know what I mean? But what if that Gadite, you know what I'm saying, wanted to get with a European man? Man, that damn tea gonna start tasting like Lipton. It gonna start tasting like green tea versus that natural stuff Gad you or tacos with I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
I.S.U.P.K get with a damn European man, it gonna start tasting like Taco Bell.
Right.
I mean, am I lying?
You're right.
Come on, look at everybody know about Taco Bell. Everybody know about Lipton tea. What? Come on, that's America. And then you got the country folk that know how to cook tea and put it in the ground and let it sit outside all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A black household. Then you got I.S.U.P.K that actually know how to cook tacos and tortillas from scratch. Pick one from your own seed. You got it.
Right. And take not a strange woman to wife.
A strange woman, an alien, like the brother Charlotte saying, an alien, a strange woman, a real foreign.
Right.
A real foreign. Sis, just because you Cherokee or you Puerto Rican and Cuban, you're not a foreign. You're not a foreign. You're a foreign to those people who are not black, Hispanic, and Native Indian.
Right.
You a regular nigga like me. I'm a regular nigga like you.
Right.
But in that Asian woman, I guess what? I'm a foreign. In that African man, sis, you're a foreign. Those people that's foreign, real life foreign, like, oh, I'm driving in a foreign, are Europeans.
Right.
Are Africans. Are East Indians. Are Arabs, Japanese, Samoan, Asian. Those are foreign people. Those are real foreign people. You're not foreign. You're only foreign to the people that aren't like you. You're basic like me. We are nothing. I ain't nothing. I'm a basic black man that's and you're a basic black woman and brown man and brown woman that everybody want to be like.
Right.
That's the only thing that makes you foreign. So understand, stop trying to use that terminology like you so different from the school or you're so different from the nation when we the same. You're one of the reasons there's more division. You got black, dark skin, light skin. Then you got the foreigners. Then you got a particular Spanish. You don't hear Puerto Ricans in New York saying they foreign.
Right.
You don't hear Puerto Ricans at Boston or Cubans in Florida talking about they foreign. But then you get the one that's from cross seas or they know they bloodline from across. Oh yeah, I'm foreign. I'm a foreign. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're a simple nigga like me. Like, you're going through the same curses. What makes you so foreign? We going the same curses. But then they look at us and they be like, damn, they going through something. Those are foreign people. We don't go through that. Those are real foreign people. You ain't nothing foreign about you.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
You good?
Nah, I'm laughing because that's funny.
Come on.
I still like it.
You got it, man. Go ahead. I don't know what I said, man.
No, it just be funny, man, because a lot of them be trying to separate themselves from the pack. Like,
Foreign.
like they got something going on when they just like the rest of it.
Right. Foreign. Like, for example, You get a Camaro and Chevy.
Right.
Ain't nobody. I mean, a Camaro. I know. I just said Chevy Camaro. You get a Camaro, a brand new Camaro, and a brand new Challenger.
Right.
Oh, you got a Camaro and a Challenger. But then you get a Mercedes or a Tesla or something like that. Avbar, you be like, yo, he got a foreign.
Right.
Because we in America and this car is the same thing like American.
Right.
The car from over here is a foreign because it just came from across seas.
Right.
Like, come on.
It's a lot. It's like
You got it.
I don't mean to scream on Simeon like that, but they be doing that junk a lot.
Yeah, you ain't right. You ain't. The Dominicans, y'all bad too. Dominicans, y'all are bad. Hell, I think they the worst one. Hold up. Maybe Colombian too. I think they the worst. Yeah, that's the worst one. Yeah. The rest of y'all straight. Cubans might be iffy. Cubans just think they ain't black.
Right.
Cubans just think they a whole different Spanish. Nigga, you like me. Nigga, we like chicken. We like tacos and all this other. Bro, you like me, bro. You're a black man. Come on, bro. That just, the Cubans, though, out of all of them, I believe they the ones that, I wouldn't say on a higher pedestal, but they got a different fun sway. So, you know what I'm saying? They think it's,
Right.
you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, like, not no foreign, man. So stop all of that. Stop the division in Israel.
Right.
Stop the division. You ain't never in your life heard Donald Trump say, hey, I'm a white man. Look, he know him and Putin, like, we white folks together. We white folks. We white folks.
Right.
You ain't never heard, who else? You ain't never heard none of these European people come together and be like, I'm a Russian, I'm Scotland. Like, no, you ain't never heard that. They might argue, or they might battle, bump heads like Conor McGregor be doing, but they was like, yeah, I'm Irish. Like, they don't do that.
Right.
They don't do that. Stop the division. You got it?
So like I was about to say, they don't separate their whiteness.
They don't separate their whiteness. They don't even bring it into the plate. They know they look like this, and they know the other one look like this. Let's have a drink. Alright. Like, they already know. Like, they know. And like, alright, make this. But go ahead, man.
All right, let me keep going.
Separation. You don't hear no. You ain't heard during the civil rights. You know what I'm saying? European people, while black people trying to go for rights, you ain't heard no European person talking about something. Oh, that got something to do with the American whites. Let's sit alone. No, what they did, they all band together and they got their bastards beside our head and shot us with water hoses. Look at all these mass shooting going on now. You think they saying what they say every mass shooting? Oh, he had a mental illness. They use the same terminology for all Europeans.
Right.
The same terminology. The same. There ain't no division. They know we gonna stick together and this is what's gonna work. This is what's gonna help us get over. They not causing no division, man. Look at Zimmerman.
Right.
He did the same thing that the other European boy did at the little grocery store.
Right.
Same thing. And guess what? They both okay. They doing the same thing they doing for a nation. But guess what? The little what was that brother Portuguese or he was a Spaniard or?
It's still not really confirmed, but
Yeah, it's difficult. You see how they put in gray shaded area in it, and I wouldn't be surprised if he really is a heathen. They just buttering up like that because if it was one of us, yeah, he went in there with a Glock 45, Gen 150 round, and he had an AK with a da 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 da, and yeah, he was a black man. All reality, you could have been a damn Cuban.
I think he is a heathen.
See,
Last name is Spaniard, Portuguese.
right? I mean, it's too much going on. Yeah, and that is a Spaniard name, Salakia, man. But yeah, stop with the division. Stop with the division. Stop thinking you so different and you so right. Black, dark skin, light skin don't mean nothing. Foreign, you ain't foreign. If you're Spanish, you're Spanish. If you're native Indian or indigenous, you are native or indigenous. If you're a black, then you are a black. You a Haitian, goddamn it, you're a Haitian.
Right.
That's what you is, man. Stop trying to up the scale on the next brother. Meanwhile, you can't even up the scale on how to stay with a brother. You can't compete with these European people, but you trying to act like them. You trying to act like them. And you smarter than them. You just dumb as hell, though.
Right.
You don't see what the division doing to our people. Look what it's doing. Look what it's doing. It's like you got your fake Israelite camps out here. It's the same thing. They causing division is the reason why you don't want to come home. You got all these fake camps and all these fake beliefs and assemblies and all that. I mean, come on, man. Assemblies had one of the sisters eating tuna. That's division.
Right.
That's division. You leading people astray. And you think you're doing something so much more, but you don't have the truth. The I.S.U.P.K. Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, got the truth.
Right.
And I wouldn't even know I was a black man. I would have thought I was African, and then I would think I was because I was in America, African American. If it wasn't for the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
If it wasn't for them 7 heads and General YAHANNA, you know what I'm saying? If he didn't take up the position of Commander General YAHANNA to lead his people, to take the role of being chosen, I would not know who the hell I was. I would have still been a dreadhead, weed smoking, whore popping, ain't ish nigga. These are laws we gotta follow. Israel, we have to follow these laws, man. And it's mandatory. Because the wages of sin is death, and it's coming. Look, it's 4 shootings. Me and Kai staying up on it. Me and the brother, you know what I'm saying, sleep across the room from each other. It's death. It's coming. It's 4 shootings in what, a week and a half?
Oh, God.
Well, what was the first one in Boston?
First one was in Buffalo.
Buffalo. Then the second one was San Bernardino.
Yeah.
And then the third one was
And then
them elementary kids.
Texas.
And then the fourth one was the video you showed me.
Right.
Like it's 4 shooting massacres, mass shootings. And I know it's gonna sound so hard, but you know the beautiful thing about it is because we know and we see the Lord doing it.
Right.
And you know what make it even more beautiful? It's gonna come to a point to where me and my brothers and sisters in this school, we could have a nice big old steak with asparagus and some mashed potatoes with some good alcohol and watch America fall and destroy.
Right.
We can watch people get murdered down the same way they did. And guess what? It ain't them. Guess who's murdering? Guess who's doing the murdering? Since everybody say, oh, you're full of racism, you're hate. Guess who's doing the murdering and allowing this to happen? The Lord's allowing it.
Right.
The God of this Bible, the Holy Bible, is allowing it. And you know what makes it even more beautiful? It's because the same ones that say we ain't itch and we don't know nothing, we can sit here and just watch with our hands together and just smile on behalf of how the Lord dealing with it. And yes, it's going to hurt watching people lose their life. But at the end of the day, we understand that it's supposed to happen.
Right.
It's supposed to happen. You're supposed to lose a brother and a friend. You're supposed to lose your mother because of monkeypox. You're supposed to get AIDS and HIV. You're supposed to get gunned down because you think you can live lawless. Because it ain't, what's that precept? Oh, just because the Lord didn't react, paraphrase it, he didn't react right then. You sin, the Lord reacts expediently, something along the lines of that right there. I got it.
I know what you're talking about.
But just because the Lord didn't react right then, you think it's okay, you're going to keep doing it? And you know what's happening? If you want to continue to sin, more beautiful things are going to happen for the children of Israel. You don't know? Death. The more beautiful thing that's happened is more death. Because it's going to come to a point where we're going to have to realize we need to come home and band together. We're going to have to follow some laws because America laws ain't working for us. And if some of y'all fought Joe Biden and Donald Trump and all of this and that, guess what? I'm going to put a precept on that too. You shouldn't be voting for them. You shouldn't vote at all. Let those people deal with what they're going to deal with. You want to be a foreign? I'm a foreign, this and that, in F America and this and that. Stop voting for America. Stop buying Newports and stop smoking weed. That's a start. And take child support. That's a start. But a lot of y'all think y'all can live lawless, do whatever you want to do. You can. And there's always a cause and effects. There's always consequences to each and every action. So when the Lord started causing more destruction in Israel, and the I.S.U.P.K. started watching these camps fall apart, catching monkeypox and LGBT catching monkeypox and all that, don't expect anybody to feel bad for you because we're going to feel good for you. Pause. We're going to feel very good because the Lord is doing exactly what he said he was going to do. And y'all didn't want to listen to a nigga speaking savage with a beard, boots, and braids who obviously knows something about something. If you ain't got it, I ain't even no sweat. All right, go run with it.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Because you didn't get charged right then because of an evil work. Meaning, like, if you went to a store right now and stole a Pop-Tart and you got away with it, tomorrow, if you go try to steal a Pop-Tart again and you got caught, go ahead.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is slacking. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
So just because you ain't get caught, you're gonna keep doing evil, and that was heavy too. I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, that's heavy. So just because you ain't get caught or nothing of the sort, guess what you're gonna do? You want to keep sinning. You want to keep sinning. Yeah, you want to keep sinning because there ain't no judgment. You ain't get caught. You ain't get shot. Nobody got hurt. You're gonna keep doing it. And just because the Lord didn't react right then, you got it up.
That was the end of that.
Get it one more time.
Come on.
Because sentence against an evil work is not done speedily.
Just because you do something wrong and the Lord didn't deal with you right then, go ahead.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
That's why Larry Hoover and Rick Ross and Lil Wayne and all them going through the hell they going through. Lil Wayne, like he like a dead mole rat that got a little bit of. If you see Ninja Turtles, that's how Lil Wayne looking right now. He like a dead rat with just a heartbeat and a couple breaths left. He like a damn dead rat on the side of the road, a corpse with dreads. I mean, come on. And just because the Lord didn't kill him yet, guess what he doing? He's still snorting coke, pills, smoking weed, and lean. He's a dead damn rat. He like a possum, a fucking squirrel, yo, Salakia. And just because the Lord didn't deal with him then, he gonna keep doing it. And guess what? As soon as he died of drugs, y'all gonna call him the greatest all the time. Y'all ain't gonna call out what he was doing wrong like y'all did DMX. Y'all gonna say DMX was a crackhead, but y'all gonna always say y'all love his album. But when it comes to Lil Wayne, he the greatest all the time. These niggas gonna be out here crying and going on their downfall. And I'm not saying there ain't nothing wrong for mourning over a loved one. But at the end of the day, don't mourn over the loved one and look at a different point of view if you know what killed him instead of speaking against it. Like Tory Holcomb. I respect that, brother. He cool. All right, go ahead to Romans 7:3. So we still in this unlawful sex stage right here, cause unlawful sex is disgusting, man. You ain't gotta sleep with a European woman, dog. Like I said, find you a paraplegic black or Spanish woman, a native Indian woman, who, you know what I'm saying, who's unfortunate. If you want a wife or you just wanna not even have sex, if you want a wife and want somebody for yourself, get a woman who handicapped, who legs don't work, who paralyzed, got one eye. That's better than going out here sinning and going to get another woman out of another nation.
Right.
Get a woman who deaf or blind. That's better than going to get a slimy hog, a damn farm animal, man. Look how the European girls be running on all fours on Facebook, and I mean they do it fluent. Come on, damn near running faster than somebody walking. You got that?
Okay. Romans 7:3. So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man.
So sex is marriage. So while her husband is living and she be married to another man, you good on now. You ain't gotta keep burning. Yeah, you good.
She shall be called an adulteress.
She shall be called an adulteress, and this goes for all of you women that just feel like I don't need a man. I can do what I want.
Right.
My body, my choice. This is what the Lord is saying. You laid up with that man and put that man up inside of you, and you go to another man, you're committing adultery. And guess what they're going to say? Well, what about the man? The Lord ain't talking like that.
Right.
Stop trying to compare yourself to a man because we're not equal for one. And stop trying to compare yourself to the next woman because he has a different outlook on each and every last one of you.
Right.
You might be the intelligent one. You might be an accountant. Somebody who real fine and swift and on point when it comes to finances and bills and in business funds. But then her over here, she might have a degree in whatever. Or hell, she might just be a hell of a cook have a daycare.
Right.
So you mean to tell me he can't love her the same as he loves you, just a different way because y'all different personality? Come on. And you know what else y'all gonna try to hit me with, you filthy whore? Oh, well, I had 2 husbands. Yeah, you're really gonna put 2 rods in you when you had 1 period. And the scriptures say if a woman lays with another man and she has a man, that's a lie, it's adultery. So you sin willfully? You want to sin? Because again, the way to sin is death. Brothers is out here killing brothers and sisters each and every day when they find out they woman slept around on them.
Right.
For example, a brother going through the same stuff right now. A brother came up to him and told him that this woman doing whatever, and guess what he did? Get mad at the man who telling him when his wife is a whore. His wife is a full-fledged whore with a capital O because she loose. Go ahead.
Right. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law.
No, if her husband not, she's free from it. She could go marry another one. She could just be a widow. She ain't got to marry no more. She ain't got to. She don't have to. Go to the Ecclesiastes 9:9. Because we are about to get up out of here, and we're going to go into interracial marriage right after this one. Hey, this some good scotch right there. Drink that mother naked. That thing good.
It's different.
What was it?
Huh?
What was it?
He's doing
Yeah, drink that thing naked, boy. That's some good stuff right there.
hard more. You ready?
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 9:9. Sit not at all.
Hold up real quick. Now this is the point to where, brothers, if you're not ordained, and I mean all brothers, if you up under a trooper, and troopers ain't even there yet. If you're under a trooper or not in a school, or you even in the world, or got a best friend, you aren't ordained. You are not ordained to give wise counsel. Because you're going to lean on your flesh, and you're going to be a weak man. You're going to be like a woman, thinking off emotion versus what's right and what's wrong, what you should, what you shouldn't do. How about what the Lord said about it? You're not going to look at it at them point. A lot of guys go out here and y'all do whatever, thinking y'all are helping the situation. All reality, you're helping yourself get laid. You help destroy the system, and you helping yourself die. Because if that man the right man find out, he's going to resort to death.
Right.
He's going to want to resort to violence. And then what are you going to do? Because you want to be a sick coward and an unbrotherly brother and try to take a woman from occupy a woman from a man. It doesn't matter what they got going on. Right. You don't know how who am I to tell you, guys, how much love you got for one of your wives?
Right.
That's gay. That's like that's homo. How can I tell you or tell her how much he love you? You can be a whatever. How can I say he don't love you this much? How can I say that?
That sounds crazy.
That sounds real sweet. The sweet milk a nigga. Go ahead.
Nor sit down with her.
It's like start from top. I done cut you off, man.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Sit not at all with another man's wife. When it comes to the point you see these shorties and they be in the mall and say, hey, how you doing? Whatever, rap real quick. Hey, you married? Are you with somebody in the terminology of the world? Now, I ain't with nobody. Are you sleeping with anybody? Yeah. Well, if you ain't with nobody, that don't sit. Don't sit. You at work and you see that fine thing and that man drop her off, don't sit. Hey, how you doing? Hell, leave her. Don't you? I mean, you can speak, but hell, don't speak. Be that cold-hearted of a nigga and that tender-hearted of a brother not to even want to speak to her.
Right.
She got any question, concern, goddamn safety issues. As long as ain't nobody just full-fledged whooping on her behind right then let her call her husband. She don't need you. She don't need you in her face. She don't need to be in your face. That's what she got a Lord at home for. She got a Lord that go to work. That's her Lord, and let him be who he supposed to be. Right. Disregard how he deal with the household. And I'm speaking to the ones that's in the world because you ain't gonna tell her, oh, go to the I.S.U.P.K, because you ain't in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Know what I mean? You ain't gonna tell her that. You ain't even in. Go ahead.
Nor sit down with her in thine arms.
Don't be sitting here cooping like cake baking. Like, hey, what up, shorty? You know what I mean? You all right? Yeah, that's good. You looking real sweet. You know what I mean? Smelling. You ain't got to do all that, man. You ain't got to do all that. Stop doing all that. Cause it makes you look weak too, especially by coming into the truth, Cosmo. When I'm at work and I see men still hitting all the short, I don't give a crooked eye, but I give like a blind sight. I be looking like, bro, you mad, sad, like, and it ain't even the fact that she got an old man. I'm thinking like, you trying to get it in a box that you don't even know what's in it.
Right.
That box is, and I'm not saying sisters is nasty, but this is how I gotta collect myself to stay far away from everything. Because I stay away from sin. When I see a sister and she got an old man, I'm disgusted. I don't even want to say hi. You speak to me, so be it, or I'm not hitting. I don't even want to say hi. Because that, I feel like, me personally, that's just an opening. You're sick. You sick and you think you're doing something. And that should show you our reality. Just because you're rapping to her and she's attending you, that just show how weak of a bitch she really is. So if you want a wife, why are you talking to her if she's going to do that? Because I want my woman stuck up. I want my woman to deny me. Period. Still to this day, I want her to deny me like she doing now. And guess what that do? Make a nigga go harder for something that can't nobody else have.
Right.
Nobody else can have it. And you still going hard for it. And when you get it, guess what? The way she been acting, the way acting stank and all stuck up when you was with her, she gonna be even worse to anybody else when you got her. She's gonna be. They're gonna envy her, and guess what? Who gives a damn? Cause she coming home to daddy. She coming home to her Lord.
Right.
Now I mean, like, I don't give a damn who hate her. This is mine. You ain't gonna do nothing with mine. This is mine. I own this. But brothers think they doing something when they go help out a woman and do this and give her an extra 1.5 grams of weed, and no, meanwhile she put her mouth on another man before she put her mouth on you because you gave him 1 gram of weed. And guess what she gonna do? Her same side nigga about to come and she gonna put her mouth on him too. So what are you getting? What are you getting? Syphilis, hepatitis A, B, C 1 and 3. Go ahead.
And spend not thy money with her at the wine.
Don't be out here spending your money on Birkin bags, buying weed and alcohol, paying for her to get in the store and all of this. Don't, man. Nah. When that shorty call you and she talking about, and you know she got on man, she talking about something, oh, I'm 100. I gotta give exact numbers. I can't even give them helping numbers. I'm $340 in the hole on my light bill, this and that. What does she want you to do? She got an old man. Don't put your money on her because you know she gonna give you something in return. What do you keep you do? What, Birkin bag? Cause the hot girl summer? Don't put your money on that. Go ahead.
Lest thine heart incline unto her.
And then your heart incline unto her. Keep going.
And so through thy desire fall into destruction.
So once you start getting aroused, you get an erection. You start loving on her and being in love with her. Meanwhile, you got goddamn Ricky, that's her actual old man, stumbling in the door on you. She thought he was gonna get off at 2-3 in the morning, and all he did was go in and they said ain't no work today. Now it's a bloodbath all through the house. A bloodbath. Because your heart been desiring her. Because you just needed to put your rod in something so bad. You just wanted to love on another man's woman so bad. So bad. You couldn't even help yourself. You are filthy. And guess what? Like I said it 3 or 4 times, Cosmo get ready to pull it. The wages of sin is death. And if you can't get past of controlling your rod, you aren't a man. You aren't a man. You aren't a man.
Right.
You're no stronger than the woman that you lay with. That you're no stronger than the woman that you do lay with. If you feel as if you need to do things like this to try to buy her love and her trust and her honor, or whatever you want to think you buying, and she got a man and you think you doing something, bro, you ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Nothing. Go ahead. The way to sin is death, if you could.
Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death.
The wages of sin is death. The price of sin is death. Adultery is a wage, and it leads to death. It will. Just because the Lord didn't react right then doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean anything. Nothing. And I'll tell you this too much, God. If me being in the world, I seen and heard things. I seen people and never knew anything. And I found out things years later. Right. But then it took even more years later to where when the same person I seen 8-9 years ago, and then I heard about the situation 3 or 4 years ago, and then now it's 3 or 4 years later, I actually seen these people and recognized, but you know what I'm saying, the truth changed your appearance. Right. And I look at them like, damn, brothers really wait 5, 10, 15 years to catch revenge.
Right.
That the streets don't forget. Don't think just because you split that woman, you bust her open, it's over with. The streets don't forget. You might lay with that woman right now, and he might even not even give a damn about her. But that's his box he playing around in. And it might be a whole year later. Somebody be like, yeah, you know, Tank Top been over in, Ricky old lady box, this and that. And Rick might just be hot until 2-3 years later. And then burn his head off. Just like you remember that thing on Facebook, that brother snitched on his homeboy in the barbershop, and he walked past him and hit him straight upside his head with a broomstick, saying, nigga, I waited 5 years for you. I waited 5 years. Yeah, nigga, the streets don't forget.
Right.
That's it. All right, now we going into the next stage. Interracial marriages. Go to 1 Ezra 8:84. Stop trying to think you doing something so special and so great when you out here laying with them. I'll be damn because if I take a woman out the world from her husband and then bring her in the truth and think I'm doing something.
Right.
If you want a real man, you come into the truth. Don't let no man swindle you. Yeah, you come into the truth and shed yourself, and when if that man don't want to come in, whatever the case, you stay in the truth. The hell I look like taking a worldly woman that got that a man slinging iron all around her all night and bring her the truth saying, this is my real. No. She was a whore when you got her. And she probably still is a whore.
Dang.
Come on, man. Stop with the man, look, go put that precept. I'm about to go on a whole different topic class. I'll say this one for next week.
1 Ezra 8:84.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons.
Do not. And I'm going to tell you now, when I had my first daughter, baby, you better not bring none of them to this house. Because from what I'm going to say to them, they are never going to deal with you again. And I'm letting you know this now out of love because I love you. We aren't allowed to deal with them. But if you bring them to this house, they will never love you or want to deal with you again. And whatever happens after that, I'll seek counsel and I'll deal with it accordingly. But ain't nobody having my daughter that's outside the heathen. I'd rather her die with her virginity. I'd rather her die like that. Ain't no heathen coming into my household. And if you want to choose a heathen, baby, you would be disowned. And I ain't doing that for me. A lot of Christians say, oh, that's mean. You need to accept it and love your child. This and that. Wait the hell a minute. Ain't you reading out the same goddamn Bible we reading out of?
Right.
Come on. The Lord put his own people through curses. His own children in Israel. And you think I can't disown my daughter or my son?
Right.
The Lord let us get slaughtered.
Right.
The Lord let us get slaughtered last week. And you mean to tell me I can't say, hell no, if you're going to choose that heathen, you got to leave. Do not call my phone. If you need anything, don't call me. You call that, you depend on him. Depend on her family. Because you're disowned right now until you want to act accordingly. The Lord just slaughtered us last week. The Lord allowed it to happen. The Lord allowed the brother with a mental illness, quote unquote, might be a brother, to get slaughtered. He allowed us to get killed. And you mean to tell me I can't disown my daughter or my son because they want a heathen? You are sick because you want to sit here and support your filthy child addiction because you're a weak bitch and a weak nigga.
Man.
Damn them kids. Damn them kids. If they want to go out here and be a heathen after you told them they want to get with a heathen, damn them kids. The Lord be with them. Because in this household, the household of I.S.U.P.K, you won't follow these laws, statute, commandment.
Right.
And once you get of age, you can be gone. Go to your Christian grandmama house. That's what you do. Go to your best friend house. Because in here, them laws going to be followed. That's how it's going to be, like it or not. That like it or not.
That's right.
And if your grandparents got a problem, you go stay with them. That's what you do. Go stay with them. But my baby ain't bringing no heathen in my house. And I'm going to tell her out gate. I'm going to tell you out gate. Get any man that's black, Hispanic, and Native Indian and let me evaluate him. Let him spend some time around the brothers. Let's see if he a real man. If he really got what it take to have any sister in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
I don't give a damn if it's prom. If it's a simple damn date. Oh what? Y'all want to go to the movies? All right, little I.S.U.P.K. Go with your sister and her. Go with them to the movie. Keep an eye on them. And you let me know every goddamn thing that's going on, or that's your behind. That's how it's gonna have to be. Cause my daughter and my son is not gonna sit here and take up no heathen, and I'm watching what these heathen done to it. That's because I ain't never understand that. How can you go to a heathen and you know your grandmama and them got raped? Y'all love Martin Luther King so much, and you seen what they did to your king, and y'all still want one of them heathens. Y'all still want a heathen. And y'all think life is better on the other side. They are raping, they're murdering, and they're robbing us until goddamn heaven gates close. And you want a heathen. Come on. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. You're a disgrace to our kingdom. Because you think being joined with them, it means something. Go ahead, Kyle.
Okay.
You got it. No, take your time, man.
Neither shall ye take their daughters unto your sons.
Neither shall they take their daughter unto the son. Nobody is gonna have my daughter. Nobody. And each and every brother in South Carolina, all through the I.S.U.P.K, ain't no heathen taking our daughters. No heathens. Them boys gonna have to be a nigga, a savage, and they gonna have to do them days. And they gonna have to deal with Hebrew Academy. And that's a promise. If you can't run through Hebrew Academy, you ain't willing to go through Hebrew Academy, you are not worthy. You're not fit enough to not have one daughter, unless it's a health issue, but not one daughter in I.S.U.P.K. If you ain't willing to put your life on the line for the sake of the Lord and your brothers in Hebrew Academy, right, you ain't fit enough to have one of our daughters in the school.
Right.
You're not fit. You're not fit. Train yourself up, do whatever you got to do, and figure it out. But you only can figure it out. You're not worthy if you can't go through Hebrew Academy. You're not worthy if you can't take a check. You're not worthy if you can't put a goddamn blunt down. You're not worthy if you can't control your rod when she on her goddamn menstrual. You're not worthy. And sis, you ain't worthy either. If you can't sit here and shut the hell up every now and then and be a virtuous woman and shut up for the second time, you ain't worthy to have none of my brothers. You ain't worthy to have none of these sons up in here because we ain't going to tolerate it. And we look right now all through the Facebook, women cannot shut their mouth because they don't like what's coming out the Bible. And we tell them what's in the Bible. Sis, you're not worth none of my brother's time. And bro, you ain't worth none of my sisters and none of my nieces and my daughter's time.
Right.
Go find somebody else you can use and abuse. Because in this house, it's not going to happen in a house of I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
It's not going down. It's not. You going to have to kill me before you think. You going to have to deal with my brother before you think. It's not going down. Because it ain't no cows in here like a Christian church. Christian church will allow their daughter to date a Muslim man. The Christian church will allow a damn homosexual they ain't even no Christian. He go there for a club to be in there. A Christian will allow a homosexual to be in their house for a sleepover. Not in my house. Not in the house of I.S.U.P.K. Allah is not going down. It's not going down in the I.S.U.P.K. It ain't going down in the house of Kazamor. It ain't going down in Officer Bond. And it damn sure ain't going down in the house of Sharban Yahawada. That nigga ain't allowing it. Nothing. You know how our brother rock out. and on and on. It ain't going down. If you want to be worthy, you need to get in and do your day.
Right.
Do your days. Graduate Hebrew Academy and learn how to shut the hell up to you, sis. That's the first step to getting your man. That's the first step to you getting your a virtuous woman. A woman you know that ain't throwing that box and them legs everywhere. Go ahead.
You want me next verse?
What else in there?
See, moreover, you should never have seek to have peace with them.
Come. Hey, pull me up on some more Scott. If good about the shop real quick. And y'all gonna have to understand, ain't nobody gonna have our brother and sister. And it sounds like a lot of talk, but you'd be surprised how many ex-drug dealers, ex-killers, you know what I mean? Ex-pimps, XYZ all in the school, and these brothers take they next brother, they next sister serious. Now you think they ain't got that same vibe, that same gritty vibe when it comes to their kid?
Right.
This is not them purple guys, the Skittles. This is not these other guys out here. This ain't none of them. It is not none of them. It's not gonna fly like that, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt you bad if you really think it's gonna go like that. It's gonna lead you to destruction if you think you're gonna come here and control a man's house in the I.S.U.P.K. We rule over our houses. We tell the house what to do. Our wives understand when to shut up. They shut up. Our kids understand when they need to listen to their mother. And when they don't, they understand they got their butt cut in next week. All next week. Go ahead.
Second up,
No, yeah, continue on that. It's like, I think it might be 85, if I'm not mistaken.
oh yeah, 85.
Mm-hmm.
First Esdras 8 and 85. Moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them.
Never seek to have peace with them. Martin Luther King is the reason why those 10 brothers and sisters died out there. Thank Martin Luther King for that. Give yourself a hand clap. You pathetic piece of crap. Clap up for that. You and your parents, your dumb, filthy parents, and your grandparents thought he was doing something so great. Give them another hand clap for that. And the reason why I say it is because the same thing they fought for and they thought it was helping, the same thing is going on now. What in the hell did they do? And give them another hand clap for that. Tell them thank you. You think Martin Luther King did something. Look what's going on. And you know why it happened? It's because we want to be so conjoined with them. We want to be accepted in America. Who cares, cuz? Nigga, we don't want to accept them when it comes to us selling drugs and having sports. Or talking about rap music. We don't accept them. In the I.S.U.P.K, your Eminem sucks at rapping. We don't accept you in the rap industry. Why do you care to be accepted? The same way that this European went and shot down these 10 elders is the reason why, you know what I'm saying? What Martin Luther King did is the same, is the outcome of what happened to these 10 elders. Because we want to be accepted. If the I.S.U.P.K had ownership and rulership over one little city of Greenville, city of Houston, you know what I'm saying, city of OKC, city of Boston or Philly, just one of our own little city, that would have never happened. That would have never happened. European man come riding through there, it would have been phone call, everybody would have been on Shamar. If y'all don't know, Shamar means on security, on standby, on guard, on watch. The European man rolled through here, we would have been strapped up, I would have called my brother. He would have been 50 yards. Hey, Kazamar, green truck, GMC truck right now, 3 Edomites in there. All right, cool. The water, sir. Done. I would have watched all the Kazamar. Hey, Sharbon, yeah, the Edomite, he hit that left turn right there. Just boom, Sharbon would have hit, Brother Kazak. Yeah, they going in Walmart right now. Boom, boom, keep a lookout. And whoever else in it, that it would have been secure. And if it was a threat, yo, Kazamar, he coming up there right now. I'm right behind him. We're going to deal with this threat right here. They called a camp leader. That would have never happened. Because they want to be so conjoined. It's like, he ain't going to do nothing. Meanwhile, this European boy went here and swindled these old people. It's not hard to fool old people. In this day in society, it's not hard to fool old people. You could go up to them and just say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and yes, sir, no, sir, and they respect that because, like, this kid has respect, and now they guard down. But in this society, you can't say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You can't be over polite. You being over polite is like, I don't trust this nigga. He too nice. Like women say, it's too good to be true. All reality, he just a genuine guy. But if it's too good to be true, you get cheated on. You're like, I knew it was too good to be true. Right. Martin Luther King is why that man died. These 10 people died. That's why. Martin Luther King is the reason why that so-called, if he's a part of Israel, died. Because if it was us and he went in there massacring people, we would have waited before we shot that brother down.
Right.
The same way they waited on that 10, that boy that killed 10 people. They weren't even 10 people. The number's going to 18, ain't it? 19. Same way they did him, we would have dealt with our people according like that, and we would have got that brother help. That brother had he is schizophrenic. You could tell something's wrong with him. Go ahead, Doc.
Moreover, you shall never seek to have peace with them, that ye may be strong, and eat the good things of the land.
All right, that's it right there. Let's go ahead and get that. First Ezra 9 and 7. You go to verse 9 to 7 verse through 9.
First Ezra 9. First Ezra 9 and 7.
Down to 7.
First Ezra 9 and 7. So Ezra arose up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed the law unto marrying strange wives.
You transgress me, you breaking the law and marrying strange wives. That's why King Solomon fell, because he had strange wives. Again, Spanish people, strange is foreign. Strange wives is your Dennis Rodman, goddamn. I'm exaggerating, but goddamn 3,000 kids in China. Your Magic Johnsons and XYZs and this and that.
Right.
I mean, you marry all these Kanye. Thank the Lord, Kanye got away. He please get some help, brother Kanye, man. I miss you, dog. Get some help. Get some help, yay. That man a goat for real. People sleep on him, but that's here no there. With all these European women, even down to what was that? Jamie Foxx. I'm disappointed in him. Man laid up all between a damn dog legs. He's doing bestiality.
That was recently.
It's disgusting. That man is laid up screwing a dog. And no, not a pet, a pet. Go ahead.
Thereby to increase the sins of Israel. Verse 8.
They about to increase the sins of Israel. Go ahead. That's verse 8? All right, cool.
Verse 8. And now by confessing, give glory unto the Lord, God our fathers. Verse 9. And do his will, and separate yourselves.
Separate. So why do y'all lean so heavy on Martin Luther King when the scriptures say separate? Be ye separate. Holy people, you're separate. You're above all people. The scriptures say it, so why are you leaning so hard on Martin Luther King? And then want to say you coming together to support these people losing their life. All them Negroes out there were Christians out. Right. And what makes me throw up and really hurts my heart, and I ain't say it makes emotion, but it's just the compassion I got for my people is the fact that y'all act like this is something new. All those people out there were Christians crying for change, but don't know how to make change because of the Christian church.
Right.
Y'all want change, but want to make change the way you want to make change. It's not going to happen. You can't have a head over here like a damn snake and then turn around. We ain't no starfish. Israel is not a starfish. You ain't going to cut an arm off and then grow back. No, we got to stick together, man. Go ahead. I mean, that's it. No, yeah, I think it's a little more. Yeah, I'm about to run through these a little bit. We got a good time. I ain't tripping.
And separate yourselves from the heathen of the land.
Heathen. Look up heathen. Yeah, separate yourself from the heathen of the land. Heathen. Everybody heard that. Stop acting like a heathen. It's two different heathens. And I'm gonna give you the definition real quick first. Hey, this one good Scott, boy. I ain't capping. You drank your nigga too? You ain't mix it. Hey, that's that goody good. Goody good. Goody good.
All right, I got heathen. This is the definition of heathen.
Definition of the heathen. Go ahead.
Out of the Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Usually used for a non-Israelitish people.
Usually used for a non-Israelite people. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian. It used for people who aren't Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Go ahead.
And thus has a meaning of Gentiles.
Gentile. So if you're a heathen, if you're a heathen, if you're taking the customs of other nations like Gentiles, taking customs of eating shrimp, crab, and lobster like the Asians, you're getting these blonde weaves and it's so much disgust out here. When you're doing all of that, you are a Gentile. You are a heathen. Two forms of a heathen. Somebody who is an actual heathen who's not black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. But then you got another one to where if you are Israel, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you're doing things according to other people. Like you sick crackheads that like smoking weed.
Right.
You want to follow Abud and or Shubi and all that and smoke weed. That's East Indian custom. You're worshiping Shiva. You are a heathen. You're a Gentile. You're a crackhead. That's it. You smoke crack. You like drugs. You follow East Indian. You stink. Go ahead.
The differentiation between Israel and the Gentiles was more sharply accentuated in New Testament times than Old Testament times.
Wow. That's what the New Testament's saying too. Wow. And guess what? I feel so bad for you Christians. I feel bad. Because you're next. You're next. And again, I'm just marking. But you're next. And you know how I feel about after I tell you you're next and you don't give a damn? Who cares what happens? Who cares? That it's simple as that. Because again, grandmama say and granddaddy and mom and dad say, how you expect somebody to care for you if you don't care for yourself?
Right.
So who cares? You want to be a homosexual? Go. Do you? Open it up. Open it. Go ahead. Oh, back to precept. That was it. That was all of it. Yeah, get that Zephaniah 2:1. We gonna have to start coming together, man. We are gonna have to start coming together. There is no way around it. There ain't no way. And again, just because one of you make it, because you're a rapper now, talking about a split sex and drugs and what you doing this and that, just because you make it, don't mean you made it. You're just a rich nigger. You're a rich spick and wetback. You're a rich savage. You still ain't nothing. And you know why I say you still ain't nothing? Because Pooh Shiesty thought he was something. Fujiano thought he was something. Gunna thought he was something. Young Thug thought he was something. OJ thought he was something. I mean, who else thought they was something? Who else? All of them thinking they something, they got all this money, and guess where they at right now? Guess what they? Fighting for their fucking life. Salak is fighting for their damn life. They fighting for their life. They got more money than me. And guess what? I have no worries. Only thing I gotta worry about is if my people gonna come into the truth. You know what they gotta worry about? They gotta fight for their behind. They gotta fight for their life. They gotta fight for death row. They gotta fight for the whole image, false image they gave out. Cause come to find out, Pooh Shiesty thought he was a gangster, and he's in here snitching.
Right.
Snitching. Who got off? Young Thug or Gunna?
Actually, he didn't get off.
Oh, so he didn't. See,
He got denied bond.
denied. Fighting for their damn life. But guess what? This bummy. You know, I'm rich in spirit. player.
Right.
I'm rich in spirit. But bummy when it comes to Western society, guess what I got compared to them? I still have a life.
Right.
I still got brothers that's gonna chastise me like I'm their son. But guess what they got? Death in their future. They can't turn back right there. He got denied bond. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? They thought they were gonna live that young nigga lifestyle, young smoking lifestyle, YSL and all this and that. And in Shiesty, what they thought they were gonna live that, and now the Lord been real Shiesty with them. The Lord showed them how young they are and how old they about to die.
Right.
Young nigga lifestyle, the Lord let you get caught up young, and you're gonna live an old nigga lifestyle. You ready? You got that? 7-9-2-1.
Oh, God. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourself together. Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Oh, nation not desire. The nation not desire is nobody wants to be a nigger. Nobody wants to be a spick, a savage, a wetback, a beaner, ain't-ish baby daddy.
Right.
We are that nation not desired. Shaniqua is a whore. We are that nation not desired. We are them. Don't nobody want nothing to do with us. gather ourselves together. Nobody want nothing to do with we ain't desire. Well, let's gather together and show them why they should have been desired. See, they wanted desires when it come to sticking a rod or getting up on top of a rod or sports or fashion. But don't nobody want to be nobody want to be Israel when it comes to the issues we go through in life. We're a poor people and we're sad to America. All right. With that said, we're going into false prophets. False prophets. All y'all think y'all got the truth? Talking about y'all don't need to join no camp and I'm gonna stay and be an individual. Like, well, you're not a part of one body. So when they start dropping bombs and you're looking like a dumbass because you ain't got no protection, stay alone. Stay alone. Let these brothers and sisters help the ones who actually need it and who really down. Like y'all say, A1 day one, Ace Boon Coon. Tell me. A1 day one, Ace Boon Coon. When I was down, they with me. Now when they up, I got them. Don't come when it's time for. No. Your false prophets, your Christians, all these fake Israelite camps outside the I.S.U.P.K, or they say, oh, we're a group that wear Jordans and flip-flops when it's time to go to war and you be prepared to give your life.
Right.
And your Muslim mosques, all of y'all all y'all false prophets. All of y'all just got done. That post, me, I think it was me and Marcus. If Marcus in, just got done battling that brother. Man, cut that brother's throat with 2 precepts. He ain't break down nothing. I broke down all of his. You type of people, and I ain't nothing. But I'm saying, if it wasn't for the strength of my brothers on my back and the Lord, I wouldn't be nothing. I wouldn't even know nothing. But you are the reason. You false prophets, you can be split. And then they say this, Kyle. These false prophets know so much. But then they quote John the Baptist. But wasn't John the Baptist the one who strayed away too?
Right.
Okay, let's go ahead and end that there. Baptizers, liars. That's all you are, false prophets. You're liars. You're scum. You swindle people for their money. You prey on the weak. You prey on the weak. You got that? Romans 1:25.
Romans 1:25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
First off, the European man changed the truth into the lie. Y'all seen that turn to rebellion. You got some money? Go ahead, rip it up.
When you was talking about interracial marriage, Marcus said, my people got mad at me when I said, when I told them I can't accept that. And Marcus said, I told her she, I think he talking about somebody, he said, I told her she gave up on her own people and she gave up on black men. He said, I don't feel bad at all because they don't give up. And then he said, you show them word for word and they still follow what makes them comfortable.
And that's the thing, man. And that's the thing, Marcus. You know the first step of being one of the first steps. Damn, my first step of becoming a righteous priest and officer, of being a righteous trooper, is the point where when you tell somebody the truth and they don't like it, and you showing them the proof and they don't like it, and they gonna continue doing it, this is what you do. Don't cast your pearls to swine. Don't cast your value to a filthy piece of ish. SOS. Don't give a damn. You told them, you warned them. It's okay to be sympathetic, whatever, but let them do what they'll find out the hard way. Let them come back to you and tell you what they need or what they want. You taking the righteous step to putting away a heathen or putting away food. That it ain't about what they think. It ain't about what I think. It's about what the Lord think. Damn what everybody else saying. What the Lord think. Because the Lord the only one that's gonna tap that ass if you cutting up. I can't do nothing. She can't do nothing. But what the Lord gonna do? The Lord might let her lay down with the right white man. Just like what was going on in the upstate. European DJ sat here and slept with so many sisters, over tens and hundreds of Europeans. I mean, not European, sisters, and knew he was spreading germs around. That man was spreading what I think it was HIV or something. Slept with hundreds. I'm talking about from Orangeburg all the way up to upstate. Slept with him and passed. The Lord might let her contract something like that. The Lord might let her wind up hung in a basement or a tree. The Lord might just spare her a little bit to where it's like, I need to leave these people alone. And if you can't look at what's going on in today's society and realize why you should stay away from them for the sake of your safety, then you deserve it. Go ahead and think you're one of them. You go ahead and fend them off when they want to ravage your behind. Let them do whatever. But like I said, what you doing, you being a righteous brother, and you standing. You stand for the Lord. The nation down in South Carolina, them people depend on you. They depend on you. You the man down there that they gonna have to come to. You steadfast in the truth, man, and don't give a damn about what nobody else say. You quote what the Lord say, and you put it on the Lord. If they got a problem, blame it on the Lord and let them argue with it. Because you can't argue with me about it. The Lord said it. What you arguing me for? I'm the messenger. You gonna kill the messenger? You sad. Go kill the one who said it. Battle the one who said it.
Right.
Steadfast, huh? Steadfast. Stop giving a damn about these folks out here. Show enough love and compassion and tenderheartedness to care about them, to save them. But if they want to be rebellious and you show them, stop giving a damn. Pray for them, but stop giving a damn. Because you got work to do out here, huh? You got work. You got 100,000 people dying in something right now to be worried about one little ill-mannered, shameless woman. Damn her. Let her do what she want to do. She'll find out. Especially in this day and age. Go ahead, out. Any more, Nick? Talking about the computer.
Oh, Shalaki, he got one of my homegirls. She has AIDS.
Who?
I don't know who you talking about.
Who that?
Oh, Marcus. He said, Shalaki, he got one of my homegirls. She has AIDS.
Yikes. That is ill. 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 Any more?
He burned. Nah, that's it.
Alright, let me go ahead and get that. Romans 3:3. I think we got on time. This is perfect time, right?
Just three.
Yeah. Again, this going out to the false prophet. No, that's both of them. So this going out to the false prophets, man, and again, it goes to your Christian pastors, your so-called people with the truth. You know what I'm saying? These little Israelite camps out here think they knowing something, and these free-spirited people that say they know it so much and they doing so much for the community, and they know what's going to happen. Those are the false prophets. And with every false prophet is going to fail, just like Martin Luther King did. Just like your what's the other one that died HIV, sleeping with the boys? Oh,
Eddie Long.
Eddie Long. False prophets. All it is, look what's going on. They know so much, and they think they're going to be able to lead the people, and they don't even have the criteria to do it. Why would the Lord kill a pastor of AIDS and HIV if he's supposed to be there to help people? If he was doing so right, why would the Lord let him die that way?
Right.
Why he couldn't die like a man for his people? Because he was dying for self and his own sexual deviance. But guess what? He deserved it. Because he knew what the Lord said. He knew what he was supposed to do, just like your Martin Luther King. They knew it. Go ahead, Doc.
Romans 3:3.
Mm-hmm.
For what if some did not believe?
If some did not believe, there's a lot of y'all out here who don't believe. We could sit here and say black power and black people and empower black people and brown people all the way through the books. And we could bring out scripture. You stand for it. You stand for what we saying, but you don't want to believe in the book. You just like what we're speaking on. Go ahead.
Right. Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
Just because y'all don't believe in nappy-headed Negroes on the corner, or you don't believe a nappy-headed nigga that look like you on a pulpit or on the stage, just because you don't believe, that make it not true. Commander General YAHANNA been bringing out. He passed down a lot of information on World War, how it's gonna go, and a lot of prophecies and things like that.
Right.
A lot. And of course, look at the same outcome. We are dying at the utmost. We own obituaries in jail. What else do we own, man? Nothing. Nothing. We ain't ish. We don't know anything because of false prophets out here, like the purple dude that's over the purple guys, and the dude that's in Atlanta. Go ahead. And your Dr. Umar Johnsons and Dick Gregory's. They think they know so much about the black community, but what are they doing to help the black community?
Right.
Saying building up a school a school for the world is not going to help the black community. What's going to help the black community is tell them why we going through it and how we need to solve it according to the law.
Right.
Stop smoking. Stop smoking in general. Get these brothers off of child support. You know what I mean? Stop being an adulteress and a fornicator. You know what I mean? Stop voting for these presidents, because that's one of the main issues. Depending on a president, the same European who ain't never give a damn about us.
Right.
Go ahead.
God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a lie.
And let the Lord be true and every man a lie. The Lord, the word of this right here is just the word of the Lord. All these false prophets put their little spin and twist and sully down the record to accommodate their needs.
Right.
Again, because they care about numbers. The purple guys, they tell you only one wife, so more women could come in here, just like the Christian church.
Right.
You know, they'll sit here and say certain things like you could have dreadlocks just so they could come, you know what I'm saying, into this little group they got going on. If it's outside of I.S.U.P.K, it is a lie.
Right.
It's false and it's weak. And you will have no safety in there because they still want to hold on to these Christian doctrine. That's it. They want to try to mix. You can't mix the truth with a lie. It doesn't work. Go ahead.
As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
What verse that is? Oh, that's verse 4. All right, go to Matthew 5:17. Who's it, Baba Shah? So y'all really got to come to an understanding that these law, statute, commandments are the only thing that's going to save us. And the Christian church loves leaning heavy on it. Note the law's done away with. But again, Christ came in on the first book in New Testament. And nobody wants to speak on that. And when they do, they say, oh, the Christ done away with this, done away with that. So you mean this man died for you to smoke cigarettes? Then it was point. Why would he die? What was the point of him dying if we're going to continue to be whores out here and continue to be false prophets? What was the point? It was pointless. Pointless. And everything has a reason. That was not the reason to continue to be a sick sinner. Go ahead.
Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
There Christ talking now. Think not that I come to destroy the law. Go ahead.
Or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
So the Lord did not destroy the law or the prophets. The prophets is the people that you see with this black and white banner, the I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Those are the prophets. The Lord didn't kill them because the Lord had a particular people that was going to deliver the message whether it was live or die. You have to be a particular lunatic to be willing to go out there and die for what you believe in. But a Christian pastor, like the one on Facebook, wouldn't even battle me on Facebook. He'd rather argue with a brother who's not supposed to do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that brother's not there yet. And he'd rather argue with him and pull the same precept and it's like, let me go ahead and break this down so he could break two of mine. I never broke it down. That's it. Go to Jeremiah 23 and 25 real quick. You know what I'm saying? This last precept right here. You know, share this class, everybody. You know, steadfast in this truth. I'm saying, because we are the only one that possesses the truth.
Okay. Jeremiah 23, verse 25. I have heard what the prophets say, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed.
These so-called prophets has prophesied in the Lord's name, saying, I have dreamed. Go ahead.
I have dreamed.
I have dreamed. There's only one person that said, I have a dream, that one day. And that same one didn't even write it. They lied in the name of the Lord, and the Lord said, it's simple. Don't marry these heathens. Don't give your daughter away to these heathen. Don't give your son away to these heathen. Be separate. Stop doing what they do. And the prophets lied in the Lord's name saying, I have a dream. What is a damn dream? Go ahead.
Verse 26. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies?
How long shall it be? So with your whole Martin Luther King is the reason why them 10 to 18 people got murdered and slaughtered the way they did in the grocery store.
Right.
Because y'all didn't want to be separate. Martin Luther King is the reason why that went on. Now give your parents a hand clap because they didn't solve anything.
Right.
They're actually helping with the cause. That's what they're doing. They're helping us. They're helping us get murdered. They're helping us die because you choose to lean on the system of the Western society. America is not going to save it. And every time you celebrate MLK Day or whatever they call Martin Luther King Day, you're celebrating them 10 to 18 people that just died in that grocery store.
Right.
You are celebrating it, and you're a part of the problem. If you can't look past that, then you're the part of the problem. And if you don't want to help the problem, you know what I'm saying, and help solve it, dismiss yourself. Live your own lawless life and let the Lord deal with you accordingly. But don't bring that into Israel and try to hinder and hold everybody else back that needs it, who's unfortunate, who's ignorant to it. If you want to keep following Martin Luther King and these false prophets, continue to do so. Do not bring anybody. Don't even teach your kids what you like. Let them have a good life if you're a good parent. Be a good parent and let them have a good life. And go die alone somewhere. Live a disgusting life. But leave everybody else out of it. Fulfill your own lustful desire.
It's like Marcus said his dream was white women.
Exactly. And it was white women. And guess who killed them people in the damn grocery store? A white boy. 18. Come on. That was a dream. I have a dream for you to go in here and slaughter everybody in the grocery store. You know what I mean? But with that, I'm going to close out class. Right, he not lying. I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Root for a brother and sister. When a brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has a particular interest in a person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will get, there's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in Hebrew, Ma'asher. 10% of every penny or increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Of holy convocation. Feast of first fruit starts after the Sabbath of unleavened bread, sundown, Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. Count for 50 days. Celebrate the 50th day, Sunday, June 12th, 2022. Start before sundown, Leviticus 23:10-22. Reminder to Akim and Akwa to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.